really, really pissed me off was to see Tom Bauer verbally accosted.
And he was at the Invictus Games. He was accosted on the floor he looked like he was in a gymnasium or something after an event and was accosted by a couple of Sussex Squad members. They call him Bowel Movement. That's really sweet. If y'all see Bowel Movement at IG, make sure you let him know how evil he is and get it on video. And also let him know he will not be allowed to stalk Meghan. Better yet, call the cops on him.
Are you an Invictus? Sure, really? Yeah? That's why you came to see? Or is it because you know Harry and Meghan were going to be here today? Yeah. Yeah, we've read the things you wrote about them, especially Meghan. We've seen you, but we've heard about your book. So it's very interesting that you're at Invictus because we know why you're here. So why don't you tell the truth about why you're here?
Tom Bauer is 78 years old. You can see when they first came up to him and were talking to him, he was genuinely happy and excited. Wow, someone knows who I am. Oh, you could tell he was being gracious and wanting to acknowledge them right back and probably have a nice conversation. And then watch when it changes. He realizes who he's speaking with and that they're there basically to just yell at him in public. So distasteful. And I find their fans in particular just super, super nasty because they always go to clutching and trying to draw blood on people. They're very nasty. They always talk about how everyone's racist. If they go to these horrible, rotten, evil places. And this man is an investigative reporter. He's a journalist. The best defense in a defamation lawsuit is the truth. So this man isn't publishing anything that's not the truth. Let's put it that way. And he is being accosted in public by these people who just adore their queen Meghan, and they're so blind to the truth and the facts. I doubt they even read his book. You don't attack elderly people like this. Obviously not physically. They're not doing that, but verbally. First of all, he has every right to be there, just like how they have a right to be there. These rabid, vapid fans of Harry and Meghan still buy into this narrative that Harry and Meghan have been feeding them for years, that it's the poison of the British media. Because in Harry's mind, the UK media and the tabloids killed his mother, and then they're trying to kill his wife. And it's horrible and it's rotten, and the UK media drove them out of the country because they are such horrible, rotten, evil racists that hate him and his wife. That's the narrative that they're still buying. You can go back and look yourself on Google. All of the articles that were published about Meghan, even before she married into the family, and yes, there were a few one-offs, but the majority of them, I would say 95% of the articles were all glowing, all talking about how wonderful she was, a breath of fresh air. She was a divorcee, but who cares? She's going to be such a wonderful asset to the family. They all loved her over there until she started to prove them all wrong with her actions.
I need you to know that. I need you to know how much it means to him. And
I need you to know that. I need you to know how much it means to him. And